welcome. You're watching the Policy Times Global Innovator Show. This is an exclusive show mentored by Dr.P.Sekhar, who himself is a technologist, innovator, and brought many products which brought disruption in the ecosystem positively. That is the inspiration with which we have started this show, where we select a couple of startups whose products and services are going to bring disruption, are already bringing positive disruption and giving a lot of solution to different enterprises and all. Today, I'm extremely excited and proud to invite and welcome one of the innovators who GloSAP Consulting Group, which is actually an enterprise automation organization company, Innovator. And I have the CEO and MD of the GloSAP Group, Mr. Venkatesh Babu. Welcome, Mr. Venkatesh. Wonderful to have you, and thank you so much for joining us in this show. My first question is basically, kindly introduce yourself, your journey and growth, and also about your organization.
Thank you, Akram. First of all, I would like to take this opportunity to thank Dr.P.Sekhar for giving such a wonderful opportunity to us. Let me introduce myself with a small slide. My name is Babu, and I'm the CEO for GloSAP Group of companies. So we started in Singapore 2006, and then we moved to the other countries. Like we have around 9 countries operation as of now. And personally, myself, I'm having around 30 years of experience. The first 10 years I was working in engineering background. I was in pharma, chemical, and energy sectors. In the last 20 years, I'm into the enterprise application. My core background is an SAP. And the last 4 or 5 years, we are more into the AI, robotic, and blockchain, and some sort of emerging technologies application. We are helping many clients globally for the enterprise automation services. I think a couple of our services are there. And industry-wise, manufacturing, trading, services, logistics, I think a couple of industries we are doing. And our strength around 150 resources globally. India, we have a back office, and we have office in Chennai and Hyderabad. Around 80% of the resources are in India. And we can see like a lot of traction happening in India. That's what we are focusing more into the India segment, India market for the automation.
Right. Thank you so much, Mr. Babu, for the brief introduction and excellent kind of countries you have presence. What are your primary products and services that you are offering to a lot of enterprises? And how are they actually helping your clients in terms of saving money, in terms of, fast?
Okay, that's great. Akram, if you, instead of, talking, probably I can go through my presentation. What is digital workforce? We all know, like pre and post COVID, a lot of industry shifting. People are working from home, and the companies need to give some sort of a hybrid working model for the companies, for the employees. So most of the companies also looking for alternate way of bringing the resources into their organization. That's what the digital workforce coming into the picture. So what is digital workforce? The digital workforce is something like, it's exactly like a human. It mimics like a human. It can handle all the enterprise transactions perfectly like a humans. Can do even 10 to 20 times faster than humans. But you can't see these humans in your office. It is sitting somewhere in your server or in your network or within your boss computer or anywhere you can host it. That is called the digital workforce. Basically, we call it as a digital employee. But if the organization put more employee, that became a digital workforce. And what is the benefit of adopting this type of digital workforce? Certainly, you will get a lot of benefit. The important is the productivity improvement, and then cost reduction, and couple of other things. Let me explain to you. And the performance is the key. The companies are looking for, okay, I want to improve my company performance because now people not coming to the office, but I need to complete my day-to-day activities. How to do that? They need some helping hand in their organization. And that someone has to take care of their routine things, but without affecting their day-to-day activities. They want the things to move on perfectly. So that's where the workforce is coming to the picture. And there are two types of workforce available. One is the front office, another is the back office. The front office is purely on the some sort of the customer care and admin agent, assistant to the agent, and all this. But back office is a more powerful workforce. It can work on HR, sales, manufacturing, logistics, any of your transaction. It can exactly mimic like a human and do the transaction. Okay, before further move on, let me run one transaction for you, at least to understand what is digital workforce.
Welcome everyone to today's RPA demo. In this video, we will discover how the virtual robot extracts the data from scanned invoice document and process it into PO transaction in an ERP system. Here, the robot scans the invoice document top to bottom and extracts into an Excel sheet within few seconds. Robot logs into the ERP system with the given user credentials. In this case, the ERP system used is SAP Business One. Then it navigates into the purchase order screen and enters all the header level data required for PO. It enters all the item details like item number, description, quantity, price for each row in input Excel and saves the PO. For creating a PO with 100 line item, human may take up to 1 hour of time, but when the robot is deployed for the same, it can complete the work within a minute. In this video, we will discover how the virtual robot processes.
Okay, what you have seen is the first process. If the human do some sort of a transaction, like it takes like almost like 2 to 3 hours, but the digital workforce are doing the same thing within few minutes, not even minutes, few seconds. Now you can see the second report, which is for the BI and analytical layer.
The service request and incidents report for 12 business units for every month. Robot downloads the master Excel file from the web portal and separates into 12 individual files for 12 business units. It applies the formula with current month value to compute the data and update the same value in the bar charts for different service and incidents occurred during the month. Then it calculates the KPI value with the unique formula and calculation methods for 12 business units for the service and incidents and compare it with the last 3-month data. Once Excel work is done, robot opens the PowerPoint for updating the current month service report. It updates the PPT template with all the current month value and specific business unit name in it. All the KPI reports, overview reports, service requests, and incident graphs are copied from the Excel to PPT. It not only copies the tables and graphs, but the perfect alignment is also made for each and every slides. At the right side of the slide, you can see the height, width, horizontal position, vertical position of each and every tables has been aligned automatically by the virtual robot. Once PPT is done, it updates the tracker sheet stating that Excel and PPT reports has been successfully created. Once PPT is done, it sends the completion mail to the business unit owner every month. Thank you. Welcome everyone to today's RPA demo.
Okay, what you have seen is just only the gist of digital workforce. Like this, we have more than 70 to 80 digital workforce can do multiple tasks within the organization. To talk about anything like HR, start from the job advertisement, calling the people for the interview, sending an offer letter, doing a performance appraisal, payroll, time tracking, like that, like 20, 30, process can be done by the digital workforce. Same way like finance side, like, AR, APGL, and then payroll processing and sales order, quotation, operation, right? You talk about any process, instead of whatever the humans are doing, the same thing the bot can do. But what you have seen, we reduce the speed almost like 1/10 of the speed, which means on reality, you can't see like 1,000 transactions can be done like within few seconds. Like you can see just flickering of screen only. Just for demo purpose, we reduce the speed so that people can understand how the bots are, how the digital workforce helping the transactions, right? And let me complete my balance transaction. Okay, so we normally help the companies to identify what process is suitable for 100% your automation. We always help the companies to identify the process and then do the automation. It's something like a continuous journey for the companies. And people worrying about the security, it's 100% secure, nothing to worry about it. It's already proven. A lot of government entities already started implementing. In fact, Singapore, Malaysia, US already started adopting these technologies. And many banking sectors, insurance, healthcare, manufacturing, couple of process, I would say like more than 22 millions of bots already started deployed globally. And these are the typical key process like procure to pay, accounts receivable, finance, in fact, compliances, GST filing, reporting, all timely done by the digital workforce. And this is our strategy. We always help the company to first identify the stakeholders, then we pick up the process, and then we do the deployment, and we monitor how the digital workforce performance, and we continuously fine tune it. And these are the frameworks which we already did for the last 10 years, and we come up with the industry background. So these are the protocol we have to execute it for each and every process. And by doing all this, the company, what benefit they are going to get? The first thing is all the digital workforce are working 24/7, 365 days. Not like a humans, like, people work for 8 to 9 hours maximum. But these bots can do multitasking also. I can work, 10 o'clock, maybe finance, 11 o'clock going to operation, then going to HR. But the human cannot. Once a human trained for one department, he can do only one area, but the bots can do multiple, the functional departments. And this is a very, the low risk and non-invasive technology. And if you don't want, you can stop it at any time. Stop and start is all within the IT control, within the organization. And by doing all this, what benefits company is going to get? Definitely like up to 80% of the cost saving. We will explain how the cost saving they are going to get. This is one classic example here. You can see the current and to be. The to be is all the permutation and combination. It's a 31 input combination. It's a very complex scheduling. This one we pick it out from the real time, the digital bots. The right corner, you can see there is a before and after the return of investment calculation. Before it took 30 minutes for the entire transaction. Now the digital workforce is doing less than 3 minutes. Previously, there were 30 employees adopted for that company. Now they are having only 20. If you calculate the direct benefit of the employees, almost, like 10 people, you are getting a savings. On top of it, the other benefits, what you are getting is a real time and faster, reliable, accuracy, and no error. And you can get the tangible and intangible benefit. The return of investment for all this type of digital workforce are less than 3 months. And talking about the services, We provide this digital into the three different way of helping the Indian companies. The first one is the ROS model, which means robotic as a service, because we have done more than 200 over webinars so far. Every webinar, the company CEOs like the product, but they are little bit of apprehension on the capital expenditure. So we come up with the ROS model. We tell them you no need to pay any upfront. Basically, you just take our services. The robot will give you a timesheet on monthly, how the humans are giving. So based on the transaction, we do the billing to them. So this is the easy way for the company to adopt. And second thing, on rental basis, which is also similar, but not on transaction basis, but we charge them on the rental basis. The third one is a classical one. This is where all the global companies are doing. Buy the license and deploy it, that's the classic way of doing the implementation. So the robotic as a service is one of the new concept and the business model, which globally they are predicting around $35 billion in 2026. And we can deploy the whole thing within 10 days to 6 months. If a complete enterprise level you want to do the adoption, it will take 6 months. But the simple ones start from 10 days. And why we need the digital? Definitely, this is the time to company and the CEOs to think about it, because they need to minimize the human intervention for each and every transaction level. And they need someone to do the multitasking also. And parallelly, they also cut down the cost. So this bot can help you for up to 80% of the cost saving. And these are the testimonials by all the big companies, like accuracy improved by 57. And in fact, this is helping even the employees. It is helping employees on don't do the routine and repeated tasks. Repeated tasks, leave it to the digital work. Then you can move into the more thinking and knowledgeable, areas, more analytical areas. And this is the roadmap. Like early 90s, companies started adopting the enterprise application. Like we ourselves, SAP and Microsoft partner. But now, in 2015 onwards, there is a need for the company to put one more layer on top of the ERP, which is the intelligent layer. So this intelligent layer will identify where and all the routine processes are there. They want to put certain digital workforce to optimize the process so that they can get the better outcome and then performance will get improved. That's what now this is the time for the companies to think about it. And this is the time for the companies to change now. And sooner, the competitors are going to deploy this type of digital workforce. So before that, they should think about it, how to deploy it. And Industry 5.0 is purely talking about the humans supposed to work with the machines. Okay, this is one of the first stage of automation. Okay, talking about our company, and we are a global company. This is our organization structure. And we have a huge doctorate people on the advisory panel. And we have 9 countries operation and 150 employees. And this is our journey. We started from 2006. Now our focus is more on Indian companies, how to adapt this type of technologies, how to improve their productivity. This is where we are focusing on it. And these are a couple of marketing slides. And we are already good partner for UiPath, Automation Anywhere. And these are all our partnership and certificates. And globally, we have 150 plus reference clients. And these are all our contact information.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'll make it a little shorter, please.
Amazing journey and an excellent product. And I think the company transition that the company has also seen is absolutely brilliant. And robotic is the future. And I think, and India is not an exception. India is going to witness a lot of disruption. Post-COVID pandemic especially, I think robotic in business or as a service is going to be a game changer. Because, a lot of repetitive work needs this kind of benefit, because human handling it gives a lot of trouble to the management. I think that is the background which I think the company has absolute bright future. ahead.
Yes, sir.
Now, my next question to you is: what is your expansion plan? What are you looking at next 1 or 2 or 3 years down the line?
That's fantastic. Okay, so we whatever you have seen the ROS model, like this is one of globally, I think no one has done so far. What we did is like we already created a marketplace for the ROS, like robotic as a service. This is the first in the world, I would say. We never seen like people are already having a marketplace, which we already created. We are going to launch it very soon, like with the help of Dr. G and all this. Like we are going to launch it. So there we are going to launch the ready-made robots, basically the digital workforce for individual application, like people using SAP, and they can go to inside SAP Finance. They can see like 25 to 30 finance digital workforce. Someone wanted to create some sort of like, I want the digital workforce for invoice creation. I want something for payment collection. So they can see the video, they can also download, and installation will be done within 30 days. That's the assurance which we are going to give it to them. We already have 100 plus bots which already developed for multiple enterprise application, not only the SAP like Oracle, Microsoft, and other ERP. In fact, like the Tally system, even the small system also, we develop bots. So all the bots are going to be in the marketplace. So any small customers, medium, MSME, or anyone, they can go and just pick up the digital workforce and everything. There is a small contract tied up saying that they can get like 1 year, 2 years, they can make use of it. And based on the transactions, monthly, our India office will do the billing to them. So which means like there won't be any capex for them. Like they no need to bother about what is my upfront cost for deploying. Everything is covered under the OPEX. This is one of the very innovative model, and the website is ready, and some dry run testing is going on. Very soon, we are targeting within this year, we are going to launch it officially. That's one of the key things. Like we are going to roll it out into our home country first, and eventually we are going to roll it out to the rest of the world.
Thank you so much. What would be your final message to your potential or existing clients, potential clients, different stakeholder, whether it is government, whether it is the normal society? What would be your message, or your potential investors?
Oh, okay. I'm not going to give a message. Probably I can share my views. Definitely productivity is the way, company has to think about it. First thing. And second thing, everything is a data. Like every company you talk about is data. I have plenty of data, but from the data, I need to get the insight. From the insight, I need to make a call. As a CEO of a company, I need to see my company progress. Every minute I want to see like what is the status happening for different countries. Then only I will make a call. So that insight nowadays is taking longer time. Like people are doing some sort of a postmortem report, like if the CEO asking, then it takes the next day only they are going to give the insight, the view to them. But this type of digital workforce will give it to you real time. Even we are going to the next level of NLP with the cognitive. The boss can just ask the question to the notebook saying that, hey, what is my sales in India? Immediately the cognitive will tell us, yes, so far you got like 25.4 crores, like what is my expenses, what is my P&L. Within fraction of second, they no need to call anyone, but they can get it from everything, upfront through the system. So the technology is all available in the market, but the Indian companies now facing a lot of hits. So we are helping them. That's what we come up with the RAS model as well as the rental model. Don't bother about any upfront cost. The digital workforce is available for your productivity improvement. Think about it. What we need is, I have this problem, this pain. For this, what type of solution available? Then people like us, our company or my partnering company will help you to give the right product and solution for you, for your company to take it into the global, to the next level. Like globally, a lot of companies, even a lot of government already started deploying the digital workforce. The law firms, the legal, the police department, no searching of record. Within few seconds, they get the complete history of the, the person's detail. But India side, like we still need to have, some more research and all this. That's what people like our company, we are trying to help all these companies. Please make use of it, which is mutual benefit for everyone. That's my
Thank you. Thank you so
sharing
much.
of my view. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Mr. Babu. Really wonderful, the kind of innovation that you have brought in. I'll come to Dr. Sekhar now. Dr. Sekhar, your expert comment on the innovation and the organization's journey and Mr. Babu's vision.
Yeah, good to see Mr. Babu and GloSAP growing in its own way globally. It's after all, the company itself is Glo, means it has to be a global company.
Thank you, sir.
And good that it is a more of an Indo-Singapore company. India and Singapore both are prime players. They have the excellent credentials, name, and fame. And also, he has done a very good journey and very good solution. And from Indian point of view, this can go to public sectors in a very big way, a massive way. And it can go to other large companies in a bigger way. Small companies, of course, it will go in its own, it can make an inroad, but it may not be all that profitable. But there are too many, and also there are a lot of European and American companies which are looking for the solutions. And this will have its own, and he himself has got an office in all the locations. I mean, this is a multinational, this is a mini multinational company, and which is a potential unicorn to whatever way we can see the work being done, the work being projected, and the work being complemented by the type of clients already existing and the type of credential which is set. So this should be a very good front runner to be one of the top-notch companies and giving good service, especially the RAS model against SaaS model. SaaS model, software as service, he has got robo as service, which is very, very good because he's almost like a HRD person. He is supplying humans in the form of robots. So, which is extremely good. At the same time, he's not removing the robots. The humans there would do better service, would have better performance, would have better earning, and the balance will be done by the robots. So, the same company would go into multiple growth area, which is done by the multiplied use of his robots and RAS will have a good impact because then there is no capital expense. Everybody is, like you said rightly, worried about the capital expense, and which will have a good impact. So I think I should give him best wishes and compliments for coming with such a good product, and good service, and good strategy. And I'm sure Akram will have ways to help him grow globally. Thank you. All the best.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sekhar, and thank you so much, Mr. Babu. All the very best. And viewers, this is what the objective of the Global Innovator Show. We want to identify, select couple of innovators who are really disrupting or going to disrupt the whole ecosystem positively. Thank you. Keep watching the Policy Times.
Thank you, sir.